Good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and while we're waiting, start to play a video with some really inspirational messages that we've received from our students at UAGC. We reached out to them and asked them to share messages with us about their instructors, and we were blown away with all that was shared. And we have so many messages that were sent in that in order to be able to share them all with you, we're going to go ahead and start playing. So as you know, you're waiting for the meeting to join, you have those messages to continue to inspire you with what you're doing each day, and they'll really warm your heart. Our students see how much we do for them, and they are so grateful for all of us here at UAGC. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed those messages as we got started. I'm going to go ahead, and pass the things over to my wonderful colleague and committee member, Tanya Mooney.
Thank you, Jennifer. And thank you everybody for showing up today. My name is Tanya Mooney. I am full-time faculty or core faculty that teaches one of the entry point courses here, Gen 103. And I see some of my associate faculty here today too. So I'm so excited, yay, Al, to appreciate you all and all that you do. And today it's been a whole week long of celebration and appreciating our students, but today is kind of the culmination, the celebration. And to make it a little fun, you're going to see a little bit of trivia interspersed throughout the day today and some fun giveaways. So we are going to get started with our very first poll question. Okay, so our very first poll question, you're going to see it populate, hopefully, if this all works, right, Jen? The question is, and this, some of our associate faculty are new, so it might also be a little bit of a learning lesson. Who is the current UAGC provost? Is it Craig Swenson? Is it Mickey Mouse? Is it Liz Tice-Cruson? Or is it Sarah Steinberg? Give everybody a few more seconds. I feel like we should have Jeopardy music going in the background. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, the actual current UAGC provost is Sarah Steinberg. And as a matter of fact, she is here with us today, and she is going to take a few moments to say some encouraging words to you. So Sarah, we truly appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and join us.
Well, thank you very much. And I hope everyone can see me at some point and not that picture. I am here for those of you who can see me. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may find yourselves. And thank you for putting up the screen, appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Here in Maryland, it's rainy, cloudy, and yucky, but hopefully you guys are in much sunnier and nicer places today and having a great day. I really want to thank everyone on the committee who has been involved in planning all of the activities this week and culminating today in the celebration of Teacher Appreciation Week. So thank you for that. And also thank you for inviting me to say a few words. I am the provost. I came on board in right at the beginning of January, although I've been involved with first Ashford and then UAGC since about 2018. I was involved as a consultant, then I came on board as chief of staff, and then I was appointed into the provost position. So it's really a pleasure to be talking to you all today. And I won't use up too much of your time, but I thought that I would tell just a little bit about myself for those of you who don't know. And that would be that I'm, like many of you, a multi-generation educator. And I'm really proud to say that. It's been our family business for quite some time. My grandmother was in the Phoenix, Arizona public school system as a teacher for virtually her entire career. My father was a full-time faculty member. My mother was an adjunct faculty member when I was growing up in the Philadelphia area. My sister was a faculty member and a researcher in Israel. My son-in-law is a faculty member at Berkeley. And I'm really proud to say that my brother, who is on the screen, and you can make a guess, perhaps that should be one of those questions that's put up in the poll. because his name is different, last name is different than mine, is an associate faculty member here at UAGC. And he is also, as some of you are, an associate faculty member or an adjunct faculty member at several other online universities, which I refuse to remember which ones they are, and I certainly refuse to mention any of them at the moment. I'm glad he's with us. So he lives in Scottsdale. I live outside of Washington, D.C. in Maryland. But whenever we get together, we seem to talk shop. And education is definitely a pastime, a favorite pastime for our family. And as you know, I too have been involved in higher education for the majority of my career. And but it's mostly been in an administrative capacity. But about 6 or 7 years ago, I really wanted to experience teaching in the classroom. And I was lucky enough to actually be offered 2 different adjunct faculty member positions at 2 different universities in my area on the East Coast. And I continue to do that teaching today, primarily online. Sometimes it's face-to-face, but at one university, it is a master's degree in higher education that I teach in. And in the other, it is a master's degree in education entrepreneurship. So I love the teaching component of what I do. And I echo, I'm sure, what many of you feel. I learn a lot from my students, while at the same time, I benefit greatly from the experiences of mentoring and advising and counseling them along their educational journeys. It really brings me a lot of joy. I don't totally, but I understand the calling to teach. And I also understand the stresses and strains of teaching. I know from my own personal experience that things are never perfect in the classroom. And these things can be disruptive, they can be problems, they can be distracting. But I also know that the joy that I described before about working with students is hopefully a compensation for that. And one of the things that I greatly enjoy is when a student contacts me, either through LinkedIn or just a random email note several years after they've been in my classroom. That just makes so much, it makes me very emotional when I get those notes. It really means a lot. Teaching is a noble profession. I wasn't the first one to say that. It's also a very underappreciated profession. I'm not the first one to say that one either. But at UAGC, we are a teaching university. This is our mission. This is our purpose. And without you, our faculty, we're just a shell of a university. But with you, with our faculty, we have a vibrancy. We've got a heart. We are a thing. We are an important institution. And not only that, but I feel very strongly that in many, many cases for our students, we are an important anchor for them in their lives. And I think that's an important thing to remember. So as far as I'm concerned, you all deserve appreciation, recognition today, this week, every single day of the year. I'm not actually a big one about a single day, unless it's my birthday, where we have any kind of celebration. but it's a recognition and a celebration that should be happening all along, every day, in every way. So I'm here. I appreciate you listening to me for these few minutes. I want to extend my thanks to you, my appreciation to you. And frankly, I also want to say that I am so proud of our UAGC academic team. And I consider all of you members of the UAGC academic team. So thank you so much for taking this time to listen to my words. Thank you for your service to UAGC. And I hope that you have a great day and a great year ahead. And thank you again for taking time.
Thank you so much, Provost Steinberg, for sharing a few words with us. And I think we all enjoyed getting to try and figure out from our Hollywood Squares who your brother is. And he was very gracious and said that he wasn't going to share stories about you because you are his older sister, and there would probably be problems if he did that. So that was wonderful.
Right in that.
Yeah. I'm looking, just give me 1 second. One of our committee members was having some technical trouble, and I am looking through all of my squares to find Damari Nix so I can promote her so she can come on. And oh, there you are. I see you. Yay, Damari. Let me go ahead and reshare the screen.
Congratulations to all the following winners of the raffle t-shirt prize. So it is my pleasure to welcome our next speaker, who is Dr. Iris Lafferty, who is the Senior Vice Provost of Academic Affairs and Accreditation Liaison Officer. She was one of the first people I met when I first started at the university, and it is really, truly a pleasure to be here this afternoon with her.
Hi, Damari. Thank you for your intro. And I always feel like I come home. I see all the familiar faces and the smiles, and I want to extend my gratitude for this committee, Damari, your leadership, Jay-Z, Jen Zauer, and all those involved. I'm just going to take a couple of moments to really say thank you, express my gratitude for your leadership. Faculty accomplish our main goal in academics in the university, and that is learning. And faculty accomplish learning by bringing your expertise. I call us from instead of farm to table, we are field to the classroom. I really, really celebrate that. You provide feedback to guide comprehension and curiosity amongst our students. And you broker professional relationships through the care and the empathy and the demeanor and the understanding that makes, that brings to life the learning that is found in a course shell. You bring that over and make that meaningful for our students. And you do all that without sacrificing rigor. So thank you for figuring out that balance. I confess too that I'm a fourth generation educator like our Provost Steinberg, and it is amazing. I have to just share with you too, to go ahead and work with her, to partner with her and all of you in leading our academics mission together. I certainly do appreciate her leadership. And now that I know who her brother is, I think we can leak some of those sibling stories to the group here. But I also recognize, as Dr. Steinberg has shared, that we have imperfection in our teaching worlds. I certainly have been, a part-time instructor here and there. I face, kind of isolation, disconnection. I wasn't sure if what I was doing the right thing. I actually clambered on department chair doors because I was at an on-ground space and said, can somebody tell me if this is actually what you thought I was supposed to be doing with the students? So please know that one of my key goals here at the university is to make sure that UAGC intakes best practices, information, and learning, and contributes it back to the field and society. You know, this is an educator's realm, right? We need to give back to the public good. And that information as a whole, you are that primary channel of dissemination of learning, of understanding, of assuring that there's critical thinking that perpetuates outside of our own world. So for that, I'm grateful. For that, I recognize too that there is, need for community. I encourage each one here to reach out to your faculty leads, to get your hands into the websites and spaces, to raise your hands for when opportunity arises. 50% of our faculty council is represented by associate faculty members. That's the equity and voice that we are seeking. We need to make sure everybody is heard, that we are, to Dr. Steinberg's point, one faculty, that we are each seen. We have associate faculty members contributing to course development, to program reviews, and to something this university has as a prize that was faculty led, which is our rubric at the course level for diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's been shared broadly at different conferences, and it was built on the backs of faculty, including associate faculty, who were primary authors of that work. And I see the key players here, and I recognize you and your work there. So I won't take too much more time. I thank you. I am going to be corny and echo a quote from Confucius, and that is that education breeds confidence, confidence breeds hope, and hope breeds peace. And that is something I know that we all seek. And so thank you for being ambassadors of not only information and collaboration, but also the hope that we have in perpetuating efforts of peace. So thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lafferty, for sharing a few words with us. We're going to go ahead and open the mic and give Maya, the interim dean of the Forbes School of Business and Technology, a few minutes to share her thoughts as well.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations. Today is our day where we're celebrating each other. We're celebrating you as our teachers. As we're doing our daily tasks, a lot of times it's easy to get sidetracked and to lose focus as to why we're here. We're here for the students, and each one of us, we have this calling to teach, as Dr. Steinberg mentioned, and we do have that teacher's heart that keeps us going every single day. This is why we're here. We're getting ready to celebrate graduating our students in Tucson, and that is what this is all about. Looking at our students, looking at their success stories, helping them achieve their goals, and being a very small piece, but an integral piece of the puzzle of their life success. I had a little bit of a script, but I'm going to steer away from that script, as everyone knows I often do, because today I had an amazing experience. I had a pleasure, and I was humbled to present University of Arizona Global Campus at the Kiev National Economic University in Ukraine. And I was teaching their students, their first and second year students in the business program. And we were discussing several things, but I'm not necessarily certain that the content of that lecture was as important as the experience. Seeing those young faces in a war-torn country, logging in from their shelters, from their basements. Some of them are currently under the Russian occupation, and they're still logging in on their laptops because their internet thankfully still works. And looking at the teachers' faces, the joy that they're still able to bring them valuable content, but also, let's be mindful, distraction from the horror that they're experiencing currently. And talking to my fellow colleagues in Ukraine, in February, when the Russian forces attacked Ukraine, the educators at the Ukraine universities were trying to salvage the equipment making sure that the internet connection was still stable, and ensuring that all of their students that perhaps was in need of some technology have that technology in order to continue their operations. And that is what Dr. Steinberg was talking about, this noble nature of our profession. And this is what this is all about. I'm looking at some of your names, and I, by the way, I knew the answer to the trivia question as to who Sarah's brother was. So I don't know if there's extra t-shirt for me, please send it. I'll send you my address. I'm looking at some of the faces, and I'm also looking at some of the names. And some of you interacted with me over the span of the last few months, last year, and the 99.9% of your emails was, how can I help? What can I do to help this student? Here is this particular situation that I found myself in. And as the Vice Provost Lafferty was saying, hopefully we created that sense of community. Hopefully we created that sense that you have someone to turn to in case you're needing help in your classrooms. You know who your lead faculty is. And also we're creating this culture of care, this culture of compassion, and helping our students. And each one of you, you are with us as we're creating this sense of community, because we cannot help our students if we're not caring for each other, if we're not compassionate towards each other. I know that my colleague, Tony, will talk a little bit more about our culture of care. So I'll hand it over to him right now, but right this second, let's take a pause. Let's celebrate each other. Let's celebrate what we're doing each and every day. We are changing this world. And be mindful of that every single day. Thank you, everyone. It is an honor and a pleasure to be with you today.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Maya. Go ahead, Tony.
Thanks, Jen. I just want to start off by thanking Jen and the engagement committee for really putting this together and recognizing just how important our faculty are, both our full-time faculty and especially our associate faculty. Our associate faculty, or faculty in whole, are one faculty. You are the lifeblood of this institution. You are the reason why our students persevere and persist and get through a course and turn in an assignment, or are deployed and are gone from home for an extended period of time. Your caring nature, your compassion for our students makes a tremendous difference. I get emotional when I talk about the impact of educators. I am a career educator. I came to higher ed from a little different path. I was a K-12 educator. I was a middle school administrator. Those of you that have ever worked in middle schools know how, I want to say challenging, but just how varied that experience can be from day to day. But during that time, I was finishing up my PhD, looking for other opportunities, looking to impact more students through teacher education. How could I be a conduit to change in the field of K-12 education? So, during the course of finishing, I became an adjunct faculty member at Ashford University. I started my path to where I am right now, teaching those courses once every 5 weeks, once every 6 weeks, just like many of you are doing right now, and engaging students on a week-to-week basis and really supporting students. Had an opportunity to transition to full-time here at UAGC just over 10 years ago. And I will tell you that it was the single best decision I've made professionally, because I work with a tremendous group of educators and leaders. Provost Steinberg, Vice Provost Lafferty, Interim Dean Zelich, the faculty here in Cass and Forbes. They put students first, just like you. They model what it's like to really take care of students on an individual basis. I was a first generation college student. I grew up in a single parent household, in a 1-bedroom apartment for a majority of the formative years of my life. We struggled just to pay the rent. And I always remembered the teachers who impacted me, those educators that said a kind word, that provided me a little extra time. And when I think about us as a faculty body, you may not see that. It may not be demonstrated in a discussion response or in an introductory post, but you make a difference. And there's a video on YouTube, and I've shared with my faculty over the years. It's an educator by the name of Taylor Malley, and it's about a 15-minute video. It's been an TED Talk, excuse me, and it's what teachers make. And the main message of what Taylor Malley says is that teachers make a difference, and you make a difference. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without a caring educator, without somebody who said you can do it. In fact, I remember the day I'm a old baseball coach. I wasn't a very good high school student. In fact, you would probably say I was probably headed on a path that would not lead to success. But my high school baseball coach, one day we're out on the field, and he tells me, you know what, you could go to college, you could play college baseball. And that changed my entire trajectory. And you don't know what you say to a student that can change the trajectory of their lives. So I'm gonna end my comments by asking us to do a little visual exercise. So, and I'm gonna keep my eyes open, but I want you guys to close your eyes. I want everybody to close your eyes. Okay, I want you to envision an arena filled with about 10,000 screaming families. It's so loud, and you can hear the horns, and you can hear the cheers, and then you can see the graduates coming on stage, and you can hear that name being presented with their degree, and then you can hear that family screaming and yelling and just so much joy. And you can take pride that you are part of that experience. And I'll tell you what, in a couple weeks, we're going to be there together, many of us, and we're going to be able to get our cups filled over. Our cups are going to be overflowing with the accomplishments. And so anyway, I thank you guys for what you do. And it's a privilege to be here with you. So thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time, Tony, and all of our speakers today, showing our teachers the appreciation. And now we go to Letitia.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go to our poll question number 2. All right. How many colleges does UAGC have? Drum roll. Numbers in. Okay, it looks like it's final. And there are 2 colleges here at UAGC. And the 2 colleges are the College of Arts and Science and the Forbes School of Business and Technology. So give yourself a round of applause if you got that right. All right, and we're going to do our second giveaway, which is straw cups. All right. And when we are drawing for the different giveaways, we actually do this through a random generator and with all current associate faculty member names. So we have some really cool prizes today. So if you're lucky enough to get one, congratulations to you. So congrats to the winners of the straw cups. We are now going to play another student appreciation video, which is just amazing to see all of the students that took the time to turn this in, because you really do mean so much to your students. So thank you for everything that you do.
Okay, and we know some of those slides move a little bit quickly. We are going to share a link today to the video message. If you add them all up, we have a 17-minute long video of messages from students, which is just heartwarming that we had so many students have so many wonderful, positive things to share. So we are going to make sure to send that link out, and then that way you'll have the opportunity to slow down and pause and read some of those longer messages as well. But we're going to keep moving forward. And this poll question, we're making them a little bit trickier as we go along. So this one is a little bit harder. Let me go ahead and post it. Here is our next question. How many programs does UAGC have? Give it about 10 more seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, are you guys ready? This was shocking to me too. We actually have 51 programs here at UAGC, which is pretty incredible if you think about it. And it breaks down to, we have one AA program, we have 29 bachelor's programs, we have 17 master's programs and 2 doctoral programs. So it's pretty incredible. And just some of the numbers too, when we were talking about the giveaways, we have 1,939 associate faculty. So we could not support these 51 programs. Woohoo, William, you got it right. We could not support these programs without all that you do every single day for our students here at UAGC. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and do our next giveaway, which are for some UAGC tote bags. So cross your fingers for your name to be on the next slide. So, and with that, we also wanted to let you know how much our full-time faculty value and appreciate everything that all of our associate faculty do every single day in our courses. So along with reaching out to our students to find out what they had to say about how you've touched their lives, we reached out to our full-time faculty to get some messages from them. And that's what this next video is.
Associate faculty, we want you to not only be honored during the week of Teacher Appreciation Week, but also to know how much we respect and appreciate you throughout the year. You are the primary ingredient for success in our courses, and we appreciate everything that you do.
Hello, BAM Org Management Team, otherwise known as the Bomb Squad. Thank you for all that you do. You are the best in all the land. Thank you for what you do for our students and for our program. Please continue doing what you do best. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to the amazing associate faculty we have here at the University of Arizona Global Campus. You all do an incredible job each and every day taking care of our amazing students. Thank you.
We appreciate you. We are grateful for the expertise you bring to our classrooms.
Thank you for your time and commitment in supporting students on their doctoral journey.
Happy Teacher Appreciation Week. Thank you for everything that you do for our students here at UAGC.
Thank you, Associate Faculty, for all you do for our students each day and every day.
To all our dedicated Associate Faculty, thank you. Thank you for everything you do for our students.
Happy Teacher Appreciation Week. We are so grateful of the work you do with our students at UAGC. Thank you, and we hope you have a great day.
Thank you, Associate Faculty. We appreciate everything you do for our students. Thank you.
Hello, CAS Associate Faculty. I just wanted to say thank you for being great colleagues, unique, amazing, gifted, and collaborative, understanding, available, giving, compassionate, uplifting, accommodating, gracious, and caring. And I am so grateful for all that you do. Thank you.
Hello, faculty. I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for all that you do each day for all of our students. I don't tell you this near enough, and I wish that I could email a thank you to each and every one of you every day and remind you that I do thank you for all of your hard work.
Between the early mornings, the late nights, the texts, the phone calls, all that you do to go the extra mile, the faculty make this global campus go round. Thank you for everything that you do. Special shout out to the MACE team.
Associate faculty, thank you so much for your help, your wisdom, your expertise, your jokes, your time, and your friendship. Thank you for taking care of our students and for serving us so well.
Hi everyone, I'd like to say thanks to the Associate Faculty of the Social Science Group in the Academic Engagement Center. It's been fantastic working with you guys over the last couple of years, and I look forward to continuing our partnership in the future.
From the Department of Health Sciences, we want to say thank you to all the associate faculty out there. From the weekly announcements to the discussions to the grading and all that you do for our students, we appreciate your hard work and efforts.
Do you ever wonder if you are making a difference? This morning, I received an email from a UAGC graduate who completed her first year in law school. Thank you, Associate Faculty, for changing lives like hers every day.
Thank you to all of our amazing Gen 102 and Gen 499 Associate Faculty who make the magic happen for our students each and every day.
So I'm thinking about Teacher Appreciation Week, and I realized that over the 15 or 16 years that I've been with the institution, I've had the unique privilege and honor of working with literally hundreds and hundreds of associate faculty. And as I reflect back on that, I realize that I'm a better teacher because of all of you.
Thank you so much for all of your hard work and dedication for our students here at UAGC. Your students are so lucky to call you their instructor.
This thank you to our amazing associate faculty comes from the heart. There aren't enough words to explain how much you are appreciated by all UAGC full-time employees and our students. It is you who make it possible for our students to experience the excitement and joy of learning and growing in an educational community. Thank you for all your hard work and for making a difference.
couldn't have said it better ourselves. Thank you, everyone, for all that you do. Teacher Appreciation Week and every single day. We have another poll question. And this is our final poll. So, you know, you get to try your luck one more time here. We'll get that pulled up for you in just a second. So the university headquarters has been housed in Clinton, Iowa, Chandler, Arizona, San Diego, California, or all of the above. We'll give you a few minutes to respond. See those numbers going up. Give you a few more seconds to respond. All right. The answer is all of the above. We have been in Clinton, Iowa, Chandler, Arizona, and San Diego, California. We are currently in Chandler, Arizona. So thank you for your participation in the fun of just some UAGC facts as we go through today's celebration. We have one more giveaway. So if you haven't won yet, there's still one more chance. This one is for the tumblers, right, Jen? The tumblers, and you don't have to be present to win, but if you're on the screen, you did win. Congratulations. Yay. All right, we do have a few minutes left in our time for celebration, and we would love to hear from you if you'd like to share in the chat some of your favorite memories with students. If you'd like to raise your hand and come on and share anything yourself, we would love to open the floor up to any of our faculty here, just to share some of your experiences, reflections, whatever you would like to do. Just a reminder of how much you are appreciated, as I said, today, tomorrow, this week, all the way through the year. We are the instructors that make our students' lives go where they're wanting, the trajectory that they're aiming for, whatever their goals may be, you are there to support them. So I'm going to give just a second to see if there's anyone raising their hand that wants to come on and share, or anything in the chat here to bring attention to. I see lots of thanks going through and shouting out each other. That's my favorite thing about our team. Our team of one faculty across this university is how much we're there to support each other. The names that I'm seeing in the participant list and on the screen for winning the swag, we are here for each other, and so grateful for each and every one of you. I am not seeing any stories or hands. And of course, we always want to honor everyone's time, because time is one of our valuable resources, as we know as educators. But before I let you go, one more huge thank you for everything you do. And in honor, following in the footsteps of Dr. Lafferty, I want to share a quote from Nikos Kazantzakis. And I wish my colleague Julie was here to help me pronounce that. But the quote is, "True teachers use themselves as bridges over which they invite their students to cross. Then, having facilitated their crossing, joyfully collapse, encouraging them to create bridges of their own." So thank you so much for creating all of those bridges and connections with your fellow faculty, for your students, and for making UAGC go round. Thank you to everyone who is here today, to our distinguished leaders who are here to share their thoughts and support us. We thank you for everything that you do, and everyone have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Happy May, and thank you so much.
Yes, thank you all for coming. We're going to go ahead and play a couple more minutes of student messages if you want to stick and watch them as you're trickling out, or like I said, we're going to send that whole video. But thank you again for taking time out of your day to let us celebrate each of you.